I will kill you. I'm telling you. Ow! Is telescopic baton illegal in your country? Well, we have a solution for you. In today's video, we are going to take a deep dive look into umbrella as a self-defense weapon. Of course, what you would hear from us is that telescopic baton is the best self-defense weapon, but what if in your country telescopic baton is illegal? What could be something that can replace it? In today's video, we are going to talk about, like I said, umbrella. Is it a good replacement or is it just a terrible choice of self-defense weapon? Keep watching and you will find out. If you want the answer right away, the answer is it is a good self-defense weapon. That's correct, but how do we actually use the umbrella? Well, the thing that you need to realize is that, again, is a weapon. It's something that you have in your hand. If we are talking, you don't have any weapon and you are facing a knife, you will have to hit me somewhere where I can actually see it, which is going to be somewhere in my face, to my eyes, but look at the distance. Like we said always, you hitting me and me stabbing you, I will win the fight. But what if you have something in your hand that has now a longer reach? Now the advantage is on your side, because you can hit me to my hand and you are still very far, or go to my face. And we look at the distance now. Now I am not that close, see, to the hand, very far away to the head, still pretty far. At most I can do is hit your arm, but you still hit me to the face with the umbrella, so let's not play possums here. The first point we need to cover is where do you actually hold the umbrella. Because if you hold it very far away, you can see that the distance is very big, but as you can see, the speed of your hits have increasingly slowed down. So that's not a good choice. If you take it from the other side and hold it very near, now the distance is not good and even the strikes are not very good. And you could hit yourself as well. Not to say that the whole weight of the umbrella is just not on your side. If you hold it somewhere where the umbrella is getting slimmer, now we are talking about you have the distance and even the strikes are going to be still relatively very quick and very powerful. So this is how you should hold the umbrella if you are using it for self-defense. If you are thinking which side should I strike with, think about it as a hammer. How would you hold the hammer? You want the weight of the hammer at the top, right? Just the same as with the umbrella. If you're holding it like this, the weight is somewhere here. So when you are striking, it just takes away from the power. But if you do flip it, now you have it like a hammer and you can strike with it very powerfully. If you would ask, definitely hit with this part and it's a bigger space that you can hit with. The same goes for the impact power. If you try to hit yourself with the second end, and try it on yourself, that's the best way to find out. You will see that it's not pleasant, but it doesn't do much. If you do flip it around, now you can see that on your palm of the hand, it's not that pleasant anymore. And on the bone, you actually now feel the impact power. Not to say if it would be wooden, like that would only increase the impact power of the umbrella. If you ever saw us use a telescopic baton, you may think that it's going to be very similar to it. And you are right. What you want to do is some quick hits, hand, all the way to the head, or even going to the legs. As you can see here, it's very quick and you are using exactly the same as telescopic baton. If you have good training with telescopic baton, here you are just going to be in much bigger advantage. Maybe you are thinking about, okay, but I have this end, I can actually start to hook with it. You may think that someone is going to stab you, so we are going to catch, and I'll take his end somewhere else, and take the knife, and do whatever, maybe go for the legs, whatever. Whoa! Which looks pretty good on videos and in films, but in reality, if you would actually try to not just catch someone who's just standing there, but actually is moving with the hand, as you can see, it's no longer easy. It's almost impossible. So for movies, yes. For real life, don't try it. Like, you are not there to showcase. You're there to hurt him and escape. A little bit better, but still with many mistakes, would be something like combination of hit and now pull and hit some knee. Still too many ifs. Still we are talking about kneeing someone against a knife, which is just totally wrong. If we are talking about you somehow do it, so you catch, and now you're just taking me closer to you. Like, it's not some fantastic move that you should do. I would completely forget about any of the hooking in this scenario. Just forget about it. In this instant, it would probably make more sense if you are behind to try and choke the person with the umbrella. But we are talking if I don't have a knife, of course. If I have a knife and you are choking me, you're just getting there. But if we are talking about I don't have a knife and you hit me or whatever, you get to the side. And now it could be up to your advantage to actually choke out the person. Very good. I can feel it on my throat as well. So it's definitely useful. In this instant, yes. If knife, Definitely not. You can of course use the tip of the umbrella as well. Very good for if we are talking about short strikes, so the strikes are here and now we are combinating between long and shorter distance. Of course all of this will depend on if I had the time, have I created the distance, do I know about the attacker, or are we already on the ground and now I want to use the umbrella. Of course it will make a lot of difference. Totally different is if you have the umbrella already somewhere here and now you are thinking or have now recognized the threat that he's attacking you, all of a sudden you poke, hit, and that will charge you for the big heavy hit. This is a good combo. I cannot see it, I am always looking somewhere up here and all of a sudden somewhere I'm getting poked and this unpleasant hit will definitely leave a bad mark. Even in opening up the umbrella is going to be to good use, but not in the sense of what you think. Because if you try to strike with the umbrella, now the strikes, as you can see, are very slow. Plus, I can see it, I can grab it, and now we are fighting for it. But what you can still do is actually you have the tip and still somehow try to strike me with the tip of the umbrella. So in this case, even this you can use. But hitting with it is not the best option in the world. What you could use is use it as a distraction. So you open it up, you throw it, and that gives you time to go for your weapon. Of course, if we are speaking, batons are illegal, but guns are illegal. That's kind of suspicious. But maybe it's not gun, maybe it's pepper spray that you can have in your country. And that's what you're going to get. All the way to if you are in elevator or bus and you just need to throw it and get out of the situation completely, that will give you the extra meters of running before I start catching up to. It will give you those couple of seconds, maybe 1 second, but that's enough for you to run away from the whole situation. You can have an umbrella like this, which is a lot smaller one. This one is getting closer to telescopic baton because it's very close to the size, and with the impact power it's still not pleasant. Like if we are talking about hitting someone to the hand, with hand is nothing, but with this to the hand you will definitely feel it, and on the face it's definitely not going to be pleasant at all. If you can, a good thing to do would be to open it up a little bit so you can get those extra reach and still hit with it very perfectly. And now as you can see the distance changes and still it's quick and it's still very powerful. Also keep in mind that with the umbrella it's not going to be about hitting someone 50 times because as you can see in our test it broke. Not as much when we were doing the close quick hits, but when you took it to the both of the hands and actually delivered a big strike, that's where most of them just completely broke. But that doesn't matter for us, because what we need to do is hit 1, 2, 3 times, powerful strikes, and escape the situation completely. Of course, then you could be talking about different brands, different durabilities. You can buy a cheap one or a very expensive one that can hold even the training and the real life. That's up to you. All of those is up to you, and all of the brands are different, of course. But if we are talking about is the umbrella good? It is, because it will give you those 2 to 3 hits and you can escape. You can buy umbrellas that are specifically designed for self-defense. Of course you can. But we are still talking about you destroyed an umbrella that saved your life. Are we talking about is it a bad thing? Definitely not. The umbrella did what it was supposed to do, no matter how cheap, expensive. If it saved your life, it's more than great. If you want to actually train with an umbrella, it would be good to take some cheaper ones that you don't actually mind breaking, because they will break during the training. Start with something static if you are only looking for some technique, how to do it correctly on some bob. Maybe a tree, but that's probably going to break very soon. Or some static person who has a boxing glove, helmet, and you can strike. And then you can take it into a little bit more dynamic when you actually the person is trying to stab you and want to hit him. But be careful, you really want to put many things on the person or even on the umbrella so you don't hurt the sparring partner. All of those things should be absolutely in your mind when you are training, because this can hurt. Are you from a country where telescopic batons are illegal and you want to help someone with their self-defense? That's why you should share this video. You don't even know how many times you sharing the video can help us save even more lives, and you can be in a credit for saving someone's life because they will have the correct information, they will know how to train, how to strike with it. Now it's all about you not just watching the video, but actually train with it, try it, because that's all that's important. Thank you for watching. Like we said, share, comment what other weapons you want to see, and definitely subscribe to see more videos like this. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.